Hi, my name is Holly Wiesner Olivieri, and my crew and I are dedicated to highlighting businesses, people, and homes within the North Shore community. Welcome to North Shore Buzz. Building your home buying team should include a professional home inspector. Today, meeting with Mike Mazzolo.
It's about 1/4 of an inch thick. Okay, right there. See, I could easily move it, see that? Mm-hmm. And then what they do is they plaster on what we call a scratch coat of Struccolite, which is this here. It's a very light material, feel that. It looks like cement, but feel how light it is.
Oh yeah.
It's Struccolite, yeah. It's very, very light in texture. And what they do is they plaster that on, and it oozes through. This is the back of the wall. See, it oozes through, and that's what locks it in place so it doesn't fall off the wall on the other side to make your wall. Then they do a finish coat of plaster of Paris, which gives you that nice, smooth, shiny finish on the wall.
Today we just use sheetrock.
Today we use sheetrock, which is even better because sheetrock doesn't crack. It's got the paper on it.
Okay.
See, this will crack over time from the heat and age, just like people get old and get wrinkles.
Yeah.
You know, a house is going to get old and get wrinkles too. Yeah, there you go.
Okay. What's going on over here that you're looking at?
Okay, now what I'm looking at here is, this is the reason why we want carbon monoxide and smoke detectors in a room in the vicinity of a boiler and hot water heater. Now, forget furnace for the moment. This is a boiler. This is circulating hot water or steam. Some houses have steam, especially the older houses are very popular with steam. This house happens to have circulating hot water. Now, every 10 years or so, you change your hot water heater. And over the years, they tend to lose a part here and there. And this is one of them. Okay? You see that?
What happened? It just loosened up?
Yeah. No, it didn't loosen up. It is loose. And it's not supposed to be that way. All right, let's just take it out. All right. See this cap?
Yeah.
One has a hole for a set screw.
Okay.
So you could lock it down. See? So you want to put this in place in here. And, you know, this gets locked into place. And then you put the set screw there so this doesn't come out of place anymore. Then you put this on here.
There we go.
See? Now, what you want to do here is drill a little hole and use a little sheet metal screw, self-tapping. Put a screw here, put a screw here, and put a screw everywhere there's a joint. Okay. Now nobody can knock it out of place and allow carbon monoxide fumes to enter the room.
So every so often you should check the maintenance and make sure everything is in check.
Those screws, once they're in, they're never going to come out. But these are the things you look for when you're checking a house. This is a pressure relief valve. This has the pipe going to the floor. But you'll see in a lot of houses that it does not. You have the pressure relief valve here, facing down, and that's it. That's not good. Because if this should ever, you know, disperse, you know, over pressure, because that's what it does, that hot water coming out of there is going to turn into steam, 10 times the volume of the water, and burn you. So you want to divert it down to the ground, so it just comes out like steam on the floor, and it disperses without harming anybody. If you got a junction box like this on the ceiling in the vicinity, this is perfect to take a cover off and mount a hardwired combination smoke carbon detector right here. And then you don't have to worry about changing batteries or nothing. It's good to go.
Mike, let me ask you, what is going on here on the ceiling?
Okay, this is a very good example of a ceiling in poor condition, especially if this house has had lead paint in its past. Now, of course, lead paint's been discontinued since the mid-70s. We don't use it anymore. Now, this is a problem because all this paint, as you can see, is peeling and dropping chips on the floor. Now, the problem with this is even though the lead paint hasn't been around in 30 years or so, you're putting a fresh coat of paint on here. The wet paint that's going onto the old paint is going to get a lead transfer. To correct this, what you'd have to do is scrape this whole ceiling to get all this off. Then you probably want to skim coat it with spackle, you know, to give it a smooth finish again, to make it look the way you want it to look. Or sheetrock over it. Or you can, and then of course after you spackle it, you'd have to prime it with an appropriate primer to encapsulate the lead paint beneath, and then paint it. Once you paint it, it's considered encapsulated. These walls are not in good condition. This is a hazardous condition. Should there be lead paint in this?
So if I put sheetrock in there,
you could sheetrock over this. Yeah, once you sheetrock it and tape it and put all new walls, you're re-encapsulating it. So again, when you're going to take a wall down, we have to test for asbestos and we have to test for lead.
Right.
So it's always best to speak with a professional first.
Part of your home buying team, you should definitely have a professional. And I thank you for watching North Shore Buzz, and I thank you, Mike,
My pleasure.
and have
Always
a
a
wonderful
pleasure.
day.